Hello. Hi, guys. Mhm. We're going to work on sharing it, see what we can find. We got to get YouTube to get on it so that way I can share it. Let's see. There it is. Share into Discord. Hey, Alyssa. Paste. Do. Thanks. Thanks. Wonderful. I think I am going to try it by myself tonight. I'm going to see. I'm trying to see if me going by myself helps with the algorithm or not, because like there haven't been as many views the last few weeks as there were. So I don't know. I'm testing something. And I didn't ask anybody beforehand if they wanted to go. I'm pretty sure you offered. I don't remember now, but I figure we'll try it. We'll see what's gonna go on. He is, he is. Oh, ow. I just had like a, I don't know, jolt in my jaw. I've been doing lots of things in life. Um, I had a doctor's appointment today, found out lots of things, got lots of medicine. Um, we got the stuff at the house all fixed up, so there's that. We are looking into different things. So I've been looking into like ready-made meals delivered to me to help fit a lifestyle change essentially that I have to work on because of medical stuff. You, yeah. I've been looking at that. In Nourish is the site. Hey, Haley. Nourish is the website. It's usenourish.com. Hi, DJ. That the front page literally says that hypothyroidism diet is covered by your insurance. So I'm looking into that. Now, that just might be appointments. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm looking to get meals delivered to my house. Like you can get on Hungry Root or Factor or whatever. And see if it will help with some of my issues. That's what I've been up to. I've been dealing with a lot of things. For real. Yes. Hi, Morgan. Thanks, Alyssa. Definitely like and subscribe, guys. I don't know how you can say that without being rude. Mhm. Yeah, I'm not dealing with it today. Fine. Morgan got a puppy. How nice. A cat is very much in my space. Honey, I'm gonna need you to move so I can do things. Ow. So we're doing a different thing with the bangs since they're too short to wear like normal bangs. So there's that. but it's doing a thing. So, eh. So what are we working on tonight, guys? I think I'm gonna do like a true whip Wednesday. Um, I have a lot of items that I need to put eyes in, stuff, and do all that stuff. See. Crochet whip Wednesday by myself. See. Yes, I have a market this weekend. I'm doing the World Oddities Expo. I'm very interested to see how that goes. Puppy pets, opossums. Hello, Lavon. I don't know, friends. Is your question going to be nice? Hey, Twan. Rubber duck. Yes. Mods, be ready just in case. Morgan, definitely make something. Not Spider Man, just Spider. I don't know, Morgan. Hi, Bina. I know it looks like I bought the whole plushie store. Realistically, I bought the all of the yarn to make the plushies. This is a business. I gotta have lots of materials, right? All right. Friends like knitting too. Nice, nice. I crochet and knit a little. Alyssa's working on her for fun Afghan with her auction sale yarn. It's mindless. Yay. Hi, Lisa. Oh, thanks, friends. That's very nice of you. Yeah. Ah, got it. Lisa's making a pink Winnie dragon now. Almost have all the main body pieces. Nice. Nice. No, Haley. Man, I shouldn't have hung up. I'm sorry. Who do I need to beat up? Honey, you gotta go. Oh, now I can actually sit back. What am I up to tonight? We're going to finish things. I should probably wind some yarn at some point to get some stuff off my desk. But Morgan's puppy's name is Bo. That's cute. I like that. Bailey said it's okay. Cody made me a grilled cheese before he got in the shower. Oh, grilled cheese is a nice comfort food. I have a freaking pimple. Like, it's not anymore, but it was. Another one trying over here, and I've got one up here. My body doesn't know what it wants to do, guys. Like, at all. Maybe I need to wind some yarn first just to get it out of my way. I'm so excited for this brown tweed and this black tweed yarn. So excited. There. Yeah, Lisa, I'm not allowed to make fun of you for being a vampire anymore. We talked a little bit about my vitamin D deficiency in Discord. And for anybody who doesn't know, your minimum vitamin D should not be below 30. Mine is 7. Um, so I was prescribed a lovely dose of 5,000 units, no, 50,000 units of vitamin D once a week. For, and I quote, until the cows come home. That's what my doctor said. So pretty much indefinitely. Um, so there's that. Thank you, Alyssa. The answer is no, but yeah. Yep. So, and of course, I was talking about this with Chris earlier, and he kind of just like scoffed at me. He's like, yeah, it's because you don't go outside. Like, listen, I didn't lie when I said that I'm not an outside person. Okay. Outside needs to be under very specific guidelines for me to want to be out there. It can't be too hot. It can't be too cold. It can't be windy or damp in any kind of way. I'm not interested in any of that. So, right. And that's what she said. She said most people in this area are vitamin D deficient, but she seemed rather surprised by my level of deficiency. I guess most people are low vitamin D, but are not as low as 7. I don't know. This is, she implied that I've been deficient like this for quite some time. This is not something that just happened this winter. So, I don't know. And of course, my body's hypersensitive self is so great. So I took the medicine, right? And it's been a few hours. I think I took it around maybe 1 o'clock. Hey, Angel. So it's had 7 hours now to, try to digest and whatnot. And apparently, if you deal with autoimmune issues, which I'm recently diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid disorder, an autoimmune thyroid disorder. Um, you are likely to deal with autoimmune response in various ways. And sometimes when you take very high dose medicine, your body likes to react to it. Um, and it's not a bad reaction. Most people would just might not even notice it, but because I'm hypersensitive with my body, I picked up on it. In the last couple hours, I've had like this weird just very hot sensation. It, like, starts literally where in the center of my chest, and it, like, radiates out, and then radiates out, and radiates out, and it's just a dull heat. It doesn't burn, it's not uncomfortable, it's no pain, nothing like that. It's just a weird feeling where my insides, like my chest cavity, just feels hot. It's weird. And I was talking to my mom about it, just like telling her, this is what I'm dealing with. It's kind of funny more than anything. Like, I know not to be concerned about it unless it's like causes a fever or hives or anything like that. Um, but yeah, she's like, yeah, I mean, that's what autoimmunity does is you introduce new things to your body and it says, let's fight the intruder. Like, how nice. I love my body having its own little army, I guess. I don't know. So I'm dealing with fun things right now. So I have medicine now for my thyroid, low dose to start. I have a topper of my anxiety medicine for the afternoons, and I have vitamin D medicine. Right, right. Like, my health as a whole has kind of been one of the big issues lately. Just dealing with a lot of pain more than anything. It's autoimmunity. Yay, my joints don't like it. So that's a lot of that, but we're just trying to figure it out. We're gonna go with the flow. Yeah. No worries, Lisa. I'm excited to see it when it's done. Yeah, thankfully, Angel, the stuff with the other house is taken care of. But like, holy moly. Yeah, autoimmune diseases do seem to have a genetic component. Thyroid disease specifically seems to have a stronger genetic component. Oh, I'm sitting here, I'm like, Haley, I'm gonna need you to elaborate. Yes. I've given Haley a new task of helping me remember to take my thyroid medicine when I wake up to get the kids on the bus with Chris. Because it's something like you have to take it before, like on an empty stomach, and you can't eat within an hour of it. Like, you can't eat for 30 to 60 minutes after you take it, or you can't take it for 4 hours after you eat, or it doesn't really work. So the only time of day that I'm not putting food in my stomach is gonna be like when I'm waking up to get the kids to school. So yeah. So I appreciate you, Haley. I do. I do. But yeah, my mom has Hashimoto's too, so it's a good time. Maria, the new season of Survivor started tonight. What? No way, War Dog. 40 miles in a day. That's insane. On average. That's crazy. Ugh. Yes, hello, Discord friends. Oh my gosh, Maria, I'm jealous. Yeah, it's definitely such a fun time. We love it. Angel says our body goes through changes every so many years. You can develop something that you've never had in your life. That happened to me one day when I had a bad allergy that whole year. Yeah, I've had different allergies popping up since I had the kids. Um, but horm- hormone, thyroid related things typically will pop up in your 30s, in your 40s. Um, unless it's a there's a congenital thyroid issue. I don't know what it's called, but you can be born with it as well. But it's some form of defect when you're in your development. So, me specifically, it's mostly because I am getting older. I've had kids. Thyroid does not like growing babies. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So fun. War Dog says, "Yeah, I walk to town 20 miles away when I'm bored, then I walk back." I tried to do that, but it was like in maybe my senior year. I've never walked that far. On average, realistically, I live a very sedentary lifestyle. I'm not very active. It's painful to be active in any kind of way. Um, I have hypermobile joints, so even just standing for long periods of time causes a lot of pain. Breathing makes my back crack. Like, it's a good time. But good evening, Sawboss. Hi, Nathalie. Angel says I'm in my late 40s and I hate hot flashes. They're no fun. I've had a few hot flashes and they are not fun. I deal with um uh well, I don't actually know why it happens, but some days I'm cold intolerant. So if I get cold in the slightest, like my body wants to shut down, I want to go to sleep, I can't get warm, it just doesn't recover well from it. But then other days, if I like get up and start doing something, I will end up with a hot flash. Like I will get so hot, I will have to, strip down to my uh lowest layer, first layer, however you want to word that. Like and I'm sweating and I'm hot and it's for no reason and nobody else is hot. It's like, are you serious? And it's always when I'm in the middle of doing something. It usually happens if like I'm exerting a lot of energy. So like if I get up and the first thing I do is start cleaning house and don't sit down until I'm done, then a lot of times it will happen. Or before I had my hernia surgery, I was working still as a home health aide. And when I would work to help the lady change her diaper, basically, uh, after messing in the bed, um, she was bedbound. So I had to physically like roll her back and forth. And it was a lot of physical labor to get that task done, and you want to do it in a timely manner and all that, and there's a lot of steps, and so I would end up getting really, really flushed and hot during that as well. But it doesn't happen as much now, and I think that's because I do live a more sedentary lifestyle than I was. Um, but now I'm dealing with the opposite. Now I'm dealing with the cold intolerance. Yay! Nathalie says, "Are you okay?" I am as okay as I can be. Yeah. I'm not any different than I was before. I just now have a name to what I've been dealing with. I'm officially diagnosed Hashimoto's and severe vitamin D deficiency. Um, yeah, and my anxiety is like not really worse, but my medicine's not working as well, so we have more medicine for that. Alyssa says I usually do 5 miles a day, but with winter, I said nope. For real, for real. Yeah, it was really nice last night when I'm tucking Rowan in for bed and he's like, "It's okay, mom. You're just a teensy weensy bit fat." Like, what? Excuse me? It was out of nowhere. No rhyme or reason. Like, dude. I told him, I was like, that kind of hurts my feelings. It's like, I'm not trying to make you mad. I know, but it kind of hurts my feelings and it kind of makes me sad. And he's like, I'm sorry, mom, but it's okay. It's okay that you're a teensy weensy bit bad. Like, you didn't have to say it again. Thank you. Appreciate that. I love that. Angel says hot blanket off, cold blanket on, off all day long. Yes. Okay is a relative term for real. Hey, Kathy. Saba says 40s are a game changer. I struggled with a lot of pain too. I used ChatGPT to make me a workout plan. I've lost 16 pounds, strengthened my back, dropped my blood pressure to normal. I feel so much better. I've been using it too to help me with different things. It's I've asked it to help me create certain like medical checklists so that way I can go through things with my doctor without forgetting things, or using it to create meal plans, like recipes, stuff like that, to help me with essentially a Hashimoto's friendly diet, where the biggest reason why you deal with symptoms from Hashimoto's is it's autoimmune. Autoimmune is triggered by inflammation in the body for the most part. Inflammation in the body for the most part is triggered by your gut and what you put in it. So even if people are not celiac patients, a lot of people have sensitivities to gluten, especially those with autoimmune disorders. Um, Same with um, dairy. Dairy is a very sensitive product to put in your gut. I know that I have dairy sensitivity, but that doesn't really stop me from consuming it. So, those two things, and then because of the fact that the symptoms are all exacerbated because of my weight, we want to get my weight under control as well. So they are wanting me to do a FODMAP diet, which is a fancy way of saying a specific low carb diet. Um, so we're looking at low carb, gluten free, dairy free, and anti inflammatory protocol. Hey. Hello, Kiana. Happy birthday. Okay. I don't know who we're saying it to, but okay. This yarn ball is fine. This one needs redone. I don't really need this. This. Stick that there. Yes, good. My back hurts today, which is great. Yeah, that's super tough, especially because I eat like a child. 100%. I can't cook. I catch things on fire. I forget about it. They burn. It's disgusting. It's dangerous. Yeah. So, like, eat a lot of pizza rolls and ramen noodles and chicken nuggets and bad foods. Lots of bad foods. I start my day with a Red Bull every day, unless I don't have them. Then I drink a cup of coffee, usually super strong strength coffee. And then I'll drink some water. And then I drink some pop if I have it. So I don't eat very well. And when I have extra money, I like to stop at McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and Taco Bell. I like fast food. I like not cooking. That's what it is. If somebody could just hand me the alternative, I will eat it. But yeah, yeah, it's a so great, so fantastic, guys. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if I start getting grumpy and mean or irritable, I'm so sorry. Please be patient with me because I don't know about you guys, but if you were told that you basically have to change your entire lifestyle to feel better, you can't eat your favorite foods anymore, you can't drink your favorite drinks anymore, you have to drink and eat all of the not great tasting alternatives. You have to find a way, right? Like, you have to find a way to be active even though it's extremely painful. Like, you have to do all these things, and it feels very impossible, and it all stacks up. See you later, alligator. I have. I have an Instapot. Not a ninja one, but I have an Instapot. Angel says Jason and I are working on better food intake as well. It's mainly for him. He has a weight problem and all. Yeah, me and Chris could definitely benefit from it. Nathalie, yes, I did get my hair cut. The bangs are shorter than I wanted. But the rest of it, it's not terrible. Alyssa says we've been doing an ACV ginger and lemon juice detox drink every morning. So far, 5 days in a row, I feel more energy, but it's giving me major gas. I feel that. I'm so sorry to hear that, girl. uh, Jace loves those too. Lisa says, okay, I'm back. Got all my main body pieces done. Gonna clean up the faux fur, and then we'll decide on what theme it's going to be. Angel says energy drinks are the worst to have, especially for the heart. I used to drink Monsters back then. Yeah, I know. I know. Too bad I live far away. Things I adore. Hello, cooking is fun. Wishing you find the joy in the kitchen. I'm incredibly forgetful. And so, what we're hoping to do in the next 3 months, or at my next visit in 3 months, is we're talking about starting a non stimulant ADHD medicine, probably Strattera, um, to see if it will help because we are pretty sure that I have ADHD. And, like, yeah, Sawboss, it's definitely overwhelming. Um, so it's when you have things like ADHD or autism or any other kind of neurodivergent, any task like that is a it's it cooking is one big task, right? But in reality, it's a whole bunch of small tasks. You have to gather all of your supplies, ingredients, dishes. You have to preheat the oven. You have to prep the meal in various ways. You have to put multiple things on the stove in the oven. You have to set multiple timers. You have to keep checking it until it's actually finished cooking. You have to worry about seasoning things and is it too much or too little, yada yada. And then when you're all done, you have to eat it. And then when you're done eating it, there are a million dishes. And I hate dishes. I cannot do dishes. Can't. So But I'm so forgetful. Sometimes I fry pasta when the plan was pasta al dente. Yeah. I So in my experience, I have allowed a pot of boiled eggs to boil for so long that it boiled the water out of it completely until it was dry. And you may not know this, but if you put hard boiled eggs, or if you put eggs in a pan and boil it long enough that the water is gone, those hard boiled eggs will blow up like grenades. And there will be hard boiled eggs and shells everywhere, like shrapnel. That's really terrible to get out of things. Um, yeah, you don't realize that you're still cooking things until they start exploding on the stove. I've also caught my cousin's kitchen on fire once. To be fair, it wasn't completely my fault, but she says, "Here, take this bag and pour it into this pot." Well, this pot was a ginormous vat of oil on a um, gas stove, and she gave me a bag of frozen wings that they were still very frozen, and they were frozen to each other in huge clumps. I did not know that. She just said pour it in the bag. The pot was too full of the oil. It didn't need to be that full. The chicken wings went into the bag, splashed the oil. The water, because of it being frozen, made it so much worse. The oil hits the fire. The fire goes whoosh and literally caught her kitchen on fire. Thank goodness my mother and my stepfather were firefighters. So I knew how to put it out quickly. But yeah, I'm good for catching places on fire due to forgetfulness, which is really bad because I have a really strong fear of fire. Saba says it's a long story, but what encouraged me was I almost died during the pandemic. So I started with yoga, worked my way up to bike riding. I didn't eat well either, but once I feel better, my appetite changed. So I'm very limited as to what type of activities I can do because of my hypermobility, especially. Thankfully, Angel, that was not this week. Um, yeah, that was many moons ago now, but it has been a week, that's for sure. It's been a few weeks. Lisa says any caffeine is bad for you. It's the most addictive drug. I know. But how the heck am I supposed to make it through the day? Like the only okay, granted, I love the taste of Red Bull. That's one of the main reasons that I drink it is it's good. I love it. But same with same with coffee. I drink coffee because I like the taste of coffee. Granted, I could drink caffeine-free coffee. It's just not gonna taste as good. Angel says, when you can, you should get oh yeah, the pressure cooker. They do so much amazing styles. We do our chicken in that. We never bake in the oven. Say baking, well, no. I guess, yeah, decaf is not great. Oh, Morgan, I'm sorry your head's killing you. How do you make it through the day? I'm chronically exhausted. Like I cannot stay awake for a day. What the heck is the tea ceremony? I would like to slow down my squirrel brain. All right, Morgan, we'll be here. Lisa says Chris got scheduled overtime all weekend, even though they just had a meeting today about trying to cut overtime hours. I don't get it. That's dumb. Yes, Angel, bangs grow fast. Thank goodness. Baba said it's overwhelming to think about. That's why I put it off too. You just have to start small. Do what you can, and before you know it, it will become easier and you can do a little more. That's my hope. I need to start wearing my smartwatch again. I quit wearing it because I have to keep charging it like every day or every other day. And then I forget to put it back on. Yes, Lisa, ice and oil do not mix. Baba says I can relate to the medication situation. Once on the right meds, I had motivation and energy to do things. Before that, it felt like everything was like pushing a boulder uphill. Exactly. That's exactly it. So that's what we're working on right now is we're working on the right medication protocol for me. Not yet. Hey, Burrito. I don't think I said it yet. Where'd it go? Daphne said I had to change my diet, walk, etc., and it helps me. It helps me in the process. I lost 34 pounds. That's amazing, dude. Hi, Bama. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better today. Like your sciatica, I mean. Alyssa says I'm so out of shape. I tried to step on a ledge at work and I couldn't get myself up without help. I need to start doing my workouts again. Maybe we need to start hanging out in the Discord and just doing our own version of workout. We can just do it together and talk to each other. We can turn our cameras off so it doesn't feel so strange. Throw on some Grow with Joe. Right, Angel? No, not Angel. Lisa? Sawboss, I cannot believe that you quit caffeine 11 years ago. Angel says coffee is better than pop or energy drinks. I drink Pepsi, but not often. I only drink ginger ale. I can't drink ginger ale. It's nasty. Quit jumping. Your body is so used to having so much caffeine, you would have to wean yourself off it. Then cold turkey. I did cold turkey once and never again. I wouldn't want to not like to go off of it cold turkey. That's not my issue. My issue is that I I literally started drinking a Red Bull, a small Red Bull every day during my pregnancy with Rowan because I was so exhausted. I couldn't get through the day, which don't judge me. I'm reaping the rewards of that. We know how Rowan behaves. Yeah. Yeah, I wish that pop didn't have as much sugar. Realistically, it's not even the sugar content in the pop that I want, it's the fizz. I want the fizz. Alyssa says, same here. I forgot my smartwatch all the time. I got some of my yarn cleaned up. There's at least an empty spot on the desk. Right, Brito? Working out our wrists. Alyssa, I've switched from straight pop cans to slushies now as they're not so fizzy. I love the fizz. Yes, accountability for working out. I'm sure my dog would appreciate to walk more again. Right? Lisa, seeing as I only get like 4 hours of sleep, I survive on caffeine. I feel that. I really pounded that one home today at the doctor's. She's a nurse practitioner, and I love her. She hears me when I speak. She says, "You know what? Like, I don't care what labs we have and don't have. I don't care what the numbers say. Clearly, there's something going on. Let's treat the symptoms." So let's go. Yeah, I don't like slushies. Tea ceremony. Gong fu cha. Making tea using some extra tchotchkes, appreciating the aroma of dry leaf, then rinsed leaf, and then the final brew. That sounds like one heck of a meditation technique, right? Being a mom is a lot of work. They're exhausting, especially if you deal with overstimulation. Alyssa, I've got crochet group tomorrow afternoon, and I don't know if I'm going to do my blanket or work on more plushies. I'm glad you've got crochet group tomorrow. Me too. I don't know what I'm going to do either. Burrito, it's impossible to keep our work areas organized. I've come to terms with my areas. My thing is like if I don't have a somewhat tidy workspace, it makes it really hard for me to actually work on things. Like what I need to do, I need to take all this yarn out of this window because it doesn't need to be there. It's just there and existing in space. And I've got like a bunch of little yarn balls up here. They don't need to be here either. These I need to put back up realistically. I was making loaf cats. Okay. The yarn is out, friends. I know, right? We're making some form of progress. Does anybody notice the like dirt that builds up on this thing? Right, Lisa? Like that's part of why my desk looks so messy is because I just throw the skeins on here that I need to tape. Desk is always so bad because you're at it 24/7, but you'll get to it eventually. Yes. Mine has been like this for a few days now. So it's time. Oh, a baby cake. It's its baby. How long have I been working with yarn? Since I was 11, so 21 years currently. How about the rest of you? How long have you been working with yarn? Why did you get stuck? Alyssa says, I have to remove my yarn winder because it's not in the right spot, but I haven't put it back on yet. Lisa, I may have spent almost $200 on yarn yesterday. It's about time, dude. I hope you got a lot of white. Another little baby cake. Lisa says 19 years. Alyssa says 14 months so far. Brito says 40 years. Been a market vendor for 17. Lisa says I got 2 more burnout cans of white. Girl, I think you need more than that. Angel says 21 years, starting markets this year. I saw that, Angel. Good job. You still have a half. Alyssa is excited for her first market in April. Woo-hoo. I don't know if I have a market on that day. You'll replenish as you go. There were a ton of people in the yarn section at Michael's. I was like, ew, glad I placed an online order. Come on. Didn't have to be you. Michelle says, that's awesome, Alyssa. Things I adore says probably 10 years with big breaks. I can't do one hobby for a long time. This has been my only hobby, other than reading. And it's hard to read now with kids. Sometimes I think that the gears on this are starting to strip. Because it's not like there's all that much tension. Natalie says, I have my first night market tomorrow indoors, a bit nervous. You got this. You're going to do great. I don't think that it's weird and sad, Angel. Not at all. Another yarn cake. Woo. Okay. We have some things. Out to this. Okay. Remove my coffee cup because it's in the way. And my face is really close to the camera. I'm so sorry. Oh, my hip is hurting tonight. So for anybody who deals with daily pain and you're not really sure what it's from, dual action acetaminophen and ibuprofen is amazing. Yeah. I think it's that time. Oh, this little dose of Zoloft is itty bitty baby. Okay, Lisa, we'll be here. That's just tiny. That's the baby. Meds noticed. For real. Ugh. Let's see. Angel says this Yeti water bottle he has is 56 ounces and it does not fit in a cup holder. I've been holding him for a few years to get one, pounding him. It fits in the cup holder. It makes it so nice. Says I'll have to check that out. It may work for Jace. No over the counter meds work for me anymore. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this must be the one that I bought when I was down with Haley, because this is Kroger. We don't have those up here. But it doesn't matter the brand as long as it's dual action. Yeah, I definitely recommend it because realistically, the ibuprofen is going to help inflammation pain, and the Tylenol is going to help all the other pain, usually headaches and stuff like that. So if it's a pain that you don't know what the cause is, definitely helpful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's all the weather changes and I mean all the things that are flaring up lately. Burrito says that Yeti has a cup holder attachment. Angel says, I think it's due to suffering migraines since you were 8. Ooh, goodness, I'm sorry. Then Angel says, Burrito, I have the Yeti one that fits in a cup holder. I got him the Stanley one. Nice, nice. Thank you for subscribing. So we go live on this channel every Sunday and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. unless something happens. I don't know, Bama. I saw your comment saying that you were popping in, but that was all that I saw. Then again, hang on, I'm on top chat. If you were commenting more on mine, I probably didn't see it because I was in top chat and not in live chat. But you're still a mod on the channel, so I would think that it would pop up on the live chat. I don't know. Right? The temp changing probably does not help. Oh, was in other streams? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I know the other day YouTube, like YouTube was down for everybody. It had popped up when you were trying to go on it, just saying that it couldn't connect. Try my polyfill. So we have a whole bunch of faucets here. But we're gonna make sure that these get stuffed and sewn shut. I could rewind that. Um, and then the ones that don't have eyes, they're gonna be dead possums. So this is the first one that I did, and then this is the second one that I did. Yeah. So I personally like this shape better, even though this is definitely more possum-like. I just think this is cuter. And then as I was doing all those, I messed up and made this one, which is just a little bit bigger. Thank you, Raylan. Thank you, Jonathan. Aw. My hair is different. I got a haircut. Um, and we're not gonna let the bangs do this because that looks stupid. So we're just gonna do that. because it looked less stupid. There were too many comments making fun of my hair last time. I know, Bama. We were all kind of like, what the fuck's going on? Angel says, I never knew it was down that day, and I was shocked that people were not crying over YouTube, but people cry over Facebook or TikTok. It's true. I didn't see anybody at all mention that YouTube was down, except for when it was mentioned in the Discord. So weird. I know that they're just so cute. No, so nobody's on the right side today. I kind of wanted to do a little bit of an experiment today. I've noticed recently that just the views in general have been down. So I wanted to see if going live by myself would help bump the views up or not, like if it's an algorithm thing. Um, so we're giving that a try to see if it makes a difference. And I forgot to ask anybody to join me tonight, and yeah, so here we are. And I didn't know how social I was going to be today. I got a lot of medical news today, you know. It's been a day. Thanks, Brito. It's very easy. This is a haircut that I can basically just wake up and put my hands through it and go. Emma says, well, like my Facebook, I only use talk to family or my kids, children, friends, really. Right. Angel says, I got 10 rubber duckies in a row done. I'm doing one wisteria hanging basket so I can review it. And she offered a free pattern. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, so all we're doing today realistically is, I mean, we've been doing a lot of chatting for about an hour, but we're gonna finish some projects. I have an expo this weekend. Um and it's at a World Oddities Expo in Pittsburgh. So it's about an hour and a half from me, roughly, somewhere in there. Um but this is like very much kind of like dark arts goth vibe, which, I mean, you guys know me, that's not realistically my vibe. Um, but I'm going to consider myself the oddity amongst the oddities because they will all fit in with each other. You know, almost all of the booths are going to look kind of dark and spooky and like bones and taxidermy and witchy and stuff like that. And I'm gonna have my booth that's gonna be bright pink and a bunch of cute toys. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Um, I did make sure to stock up on my spiders and to make possums, and I've stocked up on my mini loaf cats. So we're gonna have those, and then I've got a handful of other things. Like I've got swinging rats, swinging ghosts. I have my mama ghost with babies, which is just cute. I have mini rats. Right, Angel? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not going to look any different than I normally do, but like it's definitely going to stand out. I'm just hoping that people don't avoid my booth because it's pink. Angel says having shorter hair is great when going through health issues at the moment, right? Well, that was one of the things I was complaining about is like my hair is thinning. So I can't be putting my hair up all the time because it makes it thin faster. And like right here at the front, it was starting to thin a little bit more, which isn't super noticeable to everybody, but I am not oblivious to the fact that I have a 5 head, right? I have a larger forehead than most individuals. I get that. I've been told it since I was a kid. I don't want to make it more noticeable. Um, but then like there's a new hair growth that's trying to come in, and there will be like one strand of hair like in the middle of all this space. Good night, Haley. So it's just really annoying me. So I figured at least if my hair is gonna shed a ton, I'll cut a lot of it off and we'll be fine. Bama, cat, stop complaining about your hair. It's fine. F the haters. It's fine. It looks adorable. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I was feeling on the verge of not liking it before anybody said anything, but they definitely didn't help. Thank you. Things I adore. Like, do you have a name that I can call you that's not things? I can work on remembering. I have a bad memory, but I can try. Alyssa says, my lives have been sporadic. I need to try and go live again soon and just crochet. I don't know if I want to do a late night one or what. I know I prefer a late night one. Hi, Katie. What's up? This is Wolfie, if you didn't know. Oh, look, Wolfie, you got somebody to like the live. Isn't she purty? Says, I just got to sniff you and then leave. So weird. Hi, Kylie. Maybe mine? I've definitely put deodorant on today, and she just come up sniffing my armpit. I know. She is the pretty-eyed kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty, kitty. Nothing. She has very few white hairs, but I see that she has a handful of them in her ears. Yeah. Like I couldn't figure out what she was doing, and I looked behind her and she got her nose buried in my armpit. Like, dude, get out of here. Yes, Alyssa. She's funny. Kylie said, I think I got 2 crochet kits and I never used one before. One is Stitch and the other is Winnie the Pooh. I love that. Things I adore. It was a nice chat. Best wishes. See you later. Good night. Good night. Come hang out again. Bye, kitty. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy watching Kelsey. She just has, I don't know, this vibe about her, I guess. Stuffed possum. Oh, man, oh, man. Did I ask already what you guys are working on? I know Lisa's working on her dragon. I think Alyssa's working on her for fun blanket. I can't remember anybody else's. Gosh, that does look terrible on the screen, doesn't it? Market prepping. What are you market prepping? You said something about finishing rubber duckies. You like watching. Aw, thanks for hanging out. I have a new market day video coming out on Saturday, if anybody likes watching those. Jason and I are gonna try to go up to Allen Co, Ohio for this vendor that Molly will be out on Saturday. Yes, I think I saw you comment on that. I hope that you get to go up there. I would love for you guys to meet in person. I'm excited to see it. It's only 40-minute drive. We go to Lima a lot. Okay. Or I guess it's probably Lima, isn't it? Like lima beans. I don't know why I pronounce it Lima. Oh. Kylie is crocheting a turtle with a green body and a gray shell. Ooh. I need to crochet some neutral turtles. They do well. But right now I have, I think, 8 tiny turtles and 3 Myrtle the turtles. Lima is in South America. Interesting. I'm not very good with geography. But my mind also wants to say like Lima, Arizona. Something like that makes sense. Kylie has pink and purple turtles. I have a lot of different turtles. I think the Myrtle, the turtles that I have are, there's like a variegated blue green, there's a variegated pink purple, and then there's a solid baby blue gel. And then they're all with like a minty teal green body. Possums. It's Lima. Okay. Noted. Noted. So some of the possums are going to have embroidered X's on for eyes. So they'll be roadkill possum. They're baby safe. That's what I like to tell people. Oh my god. Ugh, if I could quit yawning, that'd be fantastic. I also went to Goodwill today. Archer is growing and he needed new pants. He's getting too tall for his pants. So I went to Goodwill and managed to find quite a few pair actually. Um, they were originally $3.99 for pants, but the yellow tags were half off. So basically $2 for a pair of pants for most of them. Alyssa says I could stop with this blanket, but I want to keep going as I want it huge to wrap in. Do it. I made a king size Afghan once, basically a scrap yarn, but I just used any miscellaneous yarn I could find. Never again. Ever. Listen, I know it looks inappropriate, all right? Go be gross somewhere else. Eden. Angel needs to find some form of trout, bass fishes that go on keychains since I live right off the lake. It probably would sell. There is a pattern for that on Etsy. They're really cute and they're done with thinner yarn. So you mostly using the velvet yarn would actually be really great. Welcome back, Morgan. You have acrylic yarn. As long as you like to use it, then yeah. Alyssa says, "Ooh, yes, I need that too. Had so many people ask me in August for fish keychains. Well, that's good to know." Kylie says, "All of stuffed animals are baby safe." And I went to Goodwill today and got a lot of yarn, and I have nowhere to put it. Not all stuffed animals are baby safe. So if you use plastic eyes, they're not rated safe for under 3 years old. They are a choking hazard. Morgan loves acrylic yarn. I Acrylic yarn or thin yarn in general has its purpose. So I like to use it for wearable items because you can get more detail with it. Um, and it's not quite as. Oh, okay, Kylie. All the ones that you make are baby safe. Morgan uses it for plushies. So does Alyssa. You guys are welcome to do that. I've been there, done that. Don't want to do it anymore. And realistically, I have found that it is harder to sell plushies made with acrylic yarn, even if the price is cheaper. So I just don't find it very cost effective to make something out of a material that's harder to sell, especially if I have to lower the cost on it just to make the sale. Like, so I like using the bigger yarn because it's more cost effective. It feels nicer and it's a faster sale. Angel will do acrylic for keychains since she can make them smaller. Can't do plush yarns with hooks smaller than a 4 millimeter. Right. Like it just slips off the hook. And I hope that you guys know, like, that's not me bashing you guys making your stuff with acrylic yarn. That's just my reasoning for not using it. You prefer plush or velvet yarns for plushies? Right. They're softer. I tell people all the time. They come up and they're like, "Oh, am I allowed to touch it?" Like, yes, touching it sells. Because once you touch it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I mean, that's one way to do it, Kylie. Thankfully, I'm feeling a lot better today, like cold wise. Like I can feel a little bit of the rawness, but not too bad. Like my nose isn't really runny as much as it was. It's cheaper to buy stuffing in a bag or box than buying stuffed toys. I think she's getting the stuffed toys like at thrift stores and stuff. But yes, Angel is still right. Um, I highly recommend buying stuffing through Walmart online. I think Amazon has also dropped their price on it. Um, but Walmart online, you can buy a box of polyfill. Like I got a 10-pound box the last time. It was like $35 for a 10-pound box. Um, but I usually will get the 20-pound box for $57 through Walmart. But I know that not everybody has space for a 20-pound box of polyfill. But a 10-pound box isn't that bad. Alyssa, it just takes practice. I understand, like, when I first started working with the plush yarn, it was the same reason. I couldn't find my stitches. I didn't like the way that it looked. It was a pain in the butt. Excuse me. Um, so like I put the plush stuff down for a long time. Um, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Morgan, I should be live for another hour and a half. I know, Angel. Yeah, if you buy the same exact box of polyfill at Michael's, you're easily spending $130 for the 20-pound box. Kylie says that's how I get my stuffing, and yes, I do go to Goodwill and get my stuffed animals. Yeah. Okay, Morgan, we'll be here. Yes, Angel learned to feel for the holes. That is something you do get used to doing as well. I also miss Joanne. What you do with the stuffy bodies when they're empty? Yeah, that's a good question. Kylie, what do you do with the stuffies when you take all the stuffing out of them? Look at how round and fat this one is. It's cute. I know. It's just adorable. Yeah, I think tonight the goal is to make sure the eyes are in everything that need to be in there, stuff everything. And then tomorrow when I'm at crochet group, I can just sew things shut. Everybody seems to like it when I do that. When I'm just sewing it shut and sticking it on a table, because then they just pile up in front of me and everybody's like, "Oh my god, those are so cute." Great. Kylie, I put them in the trash. Hmm. You could probably cut the fabric up and use the fabric as stuffing too. Every time I turn around, my back is cracking. It's a grand old time. I love it so much. So I was able to make a small supply order today on Amazon. Um, so I was able to restock my mystery boxes because I've been out of those for a while. And my bags because I'm just about out of my clear merchandise bags. I ordered the blue safety eye tool that Burrito has shared with us. And um, well, I ordered a backpack that I can take, like that I can travel with. That'll be a bit easier than carrying around like a yarn bag and stuff. It's a vacuum seal travel backpack. Um, so just I feel like that'll be easier than a suitcase, I think. So, but there was something else. Oh, Red Bull. I was able to buy my Red Bull. I've been out of it for a while. Welcome back, Lisa. I'm very excited. We are like 1 week from being able to go visit Bailey. I know she's not here now, but oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for some warmer weather, guys. You guys might be freezing down in the south, but your 70-degree days are going to feel amazing for me. Angel's going to go to the chiropractor, or Mrs. going to the chiropractor. Yes, yes, yes. Got more yarn from Goodwill. What kind of yarn did you get, Kylie? Oh, Angel, what fish pattern did you put? Now you get to start assembling. Ooh. Yes, that is the fish pattern that I was talking about. It's so cute. It's the cutest little keychain. Acrylic and cotton, awesome. That's a good find. Nope, it is, and you're gonna buy it. Woohoo! It's a cute little pattern for sure. I've seen a lot of people make it. I thought about getting it too at some point. Make one for my dad. He's a big bass fisherman. Alyssa's gonna get 37 Fahrenheit tomorrow and then -9 on Saturday. Ew. That's gross. We're supposed to be getting 50 degrees on Saturday. Welcome to Manitoba fluctuation. Gross. Burrito says, yes, we are, and I'm excited for 50-degree weather. I bet. How much snow did you end up getting, Burrito, the other day? I'm pretty sure walleye are Chris's favorite fish, Angel. I don't really know what my dad's favorite are. I think it's bass, but I guess I don't know. Right? I also hope the snow melts fast. We're supposed to get 18 inches, but the storm turned and we got 5. Most of has melted already. Well, that's good. Hi, Mandy. We're finishing things. Yeah, definitely better than 18. I know I saw, if anybody is familiar with, like, ghost hunting community, Jason Hawes posted a video where, like, they were getting feet of snow. Feet, not 8 feet or 8 foot. Aw. Mandy says, "Hi, hi, hi, lovely ladies." Lisa loves Jason, right? Sometimes he can be a bit too calm, too mellow for me, but I don't mind him. He's an OG, you know? What's that? I'm trying to figure out if I want that bag or a different bag. Frito says, I love Ghost Hunters. I watched every episode for years, right? Did you know that he has a YouTube channel where they continue to post ghost investigations? He does. Angel says, I know that Rhode Island got hammered. Lisa says it was a different vibe with the OG Ghost Hunters crew. Yeah, it was. Right? Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. Literally just look it up, Jason Hawes. Yeah, they do. So they post an episode going over the history of the location. They post an episode of like the walk around. They post an episode of the actual nighttime investigation. And then they post an episode of like kind of not a react video, but like an after the investigation. All right. So possums are stuffed. I have these booty frogs too. Look at those cheeks. They need faces. And then I found a freaking chicken. Hello, Kristen. Yes, you're definitely going to have to find him, Lisa. Oh my gosh. Yeah, back when DVRs used to have like all of the space. Same here, Lisa. I've been really loving Sam and Colby, Project Fear, and Kelsey Davies on YouTube for paranormal stuff lately. Hello, Hooked on Hugs. How are you? Oh, what row are the eyes supposed to be in for this? Yeah. Main rows 12 and 13. There, 15 rows. Okay. I can believe that, Lisa. I can. Me too. Sort of. More of a. I have seen them as a kid. I've seen a shadow figure as adult, but I get more of the like you can feel it on your skin if they're around. If a place is spooky, get the vibe. My earliest experience that I can remember, I was probably sick. Because I think that I was in first grade when I lived at my grandpa's house the first time. You like the Heart Starts Pounding podcast? Ooh. Bama, everything pop aesthetic cool. I don't know what that means. My father-in-law's ashes are here in the house, but I've never felt him. Angel says we have my father-in-law's ashes. We need to get him buried in Pittsburgh next to his wife. He would probably like that. Right now, we consider Bob a possession. Oh, is everything good in the stream? Asking. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're doing good. Hooked on crochet. I felt my two dogs. Oh, that's sweet. Lisa says I like to talk to her sometimes. She hangs out with me when I crochet at night. Did you like to talk to her when she was alive? Hey, Nick. Alyssa says my aunt who just passed apparently had her plot all set up before she died. She didn't, so her family doesn't know what to do now. What? I mean, did they cremate her? Or were they going to bury her? Like, does that mean that she's currently just in a freezer somewhere, not being buried? You guys were peas in a pod? That's sweet. I like that. Hey, JJ, long time no see. Right, Angel? It's a chill and laid back night. It's been nice. I'm glad you guys were peas in a pod. The mother-in-law and I would gang up on Chris, and she didn't blink when she found out that I was a single mom. That's awesome. Right, Angel? Alyssa says she's cremated but was to be buried with my grandparent. But she didn't have it arranged even though she said she did. I mean, was she confused? Or did she not finish the process and didn't realize it? I mean, do you think she would haunt you, Lisa, if you just put her outside? Welcome back, Morgan. Hooked on crochet wants to know what should she crochet? I'm finishing rubber ducks at the moment. Putting eyes in currently. Thanks. It's not even done yet. It needs a beak and stuffing. But I did this dark yellow and a pale yellow and a couple in blush pink. This is a free pattern on Instagram. It's Amateur Hour, I believe. Yes, it's right in front of me. It is. Okay, JJ, we'll be here. Lisa, I would never. Alyssa says she's one of those that say they would do something but never do. She did it all her life. Oh. Lisa says dragons. I want to make a couple dragons before this weekend. Honestly, I think I want to make a couple Diddy Dexes. You should. Hooked on hugs. You should do dragons. Right, Alyssa? Thank God you don't have to deal with that mess. That sounds terrible. Lisa says Spark the mini dragon. I prefer the look of Diddy Dex. I don't know. There are a couple that I've seen that maybe I want to try, but like I know that I like Diddy Dex. I don't know. Maybe. I don't. We'll see. We'll see if I get there. That's not gonna work. Morgan says I made a moose not that long ago. It was really easy. It was your own pattern. That's super cool. You were telling us that. Hooked on Hug says I think the last thing I made was a goose. Lisa, that's nuts. This is not me currently working on 2 themed Winnie Dragons at once. I don't know. Do we think that the blush pink rubber duckies are a good choice? Especially in the mix. Morgan says I love making animals, but never have the motivation to do it, nor something I want to make. Fine. Lisa says all the color duckies. Yes. Alyssa says I think so. Thanks, Hooked on Hugs. Yeah, I basically used all of this yellow, except for a very small amount, to realize that this is the last of this shade that I had. And this is also my Winnie the Pooh color. Yeah. Ooh, that's smart, Lisa. That would be super smart. Do like this yellow for sure. Yeah, I do. Clearly, I need to buy more. I don't really know what color it actually is, though. I think it's Sunsilk? It's Bernat. I scroll on Pinterest and save things but never make them because I don't want it anymore. That's fair. Molly, hi. What is the yellow in the back all the way on top? This one? This is sparkly. Because we're testing something. Um, Molly, we're testing to see if the algorithm likes me being on by myself more than me being on with other people. Because lately the views have been dropping. Going away. Sorry. So we're trying to figure out, like, are we gonna have better views tonight? because I'm by myself. Like, I forgot to ask anybody to go live with me. And if you go back and like watch the beginning of this, or I'll talk about it later in Discord. I had a doctor's appointment today with just there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Um, so kind of not that I wasn't in the mood, but like just kind of indifferent, you know? I guess so, Lisa. I guess. I need to work on more shorts. Um, because like I haven't scheduled more for a while except for the live highlights. Which did anybody watch the live highlight that posted today? Should I take those that are hidden on the channel and schedule them without bothering to listen to what part it's highlighting? Absolutely not. Because today it was a very small clip of something that Haley was saying, and then Archer in the background of like, why did she smell my farts? I'm like, what? And it's freaking hilarious. So funny. It was so great. I'm like, Art, really? Really? I didn't listen to yours either. And I should have because yeah, I know Kylie listened to it and she's like, "Wait, what?" Like it was so funny. But Alyssa, I need to listen to yours because I just okay, it's doing a thing. I just thought that when you commented that you were just being funny about something to do with when we went live together, and then there were a couple other comments that were kind of odd, but I never bothered to listen to it. I need to just go back. I need to make sure that I listen to all of them before I schedule them because who knows which part of these lives it picks. It's just so funny. And like, why was that the part? Why did YouTube's AI choose the part where my kid in the background is talking about smelling farts? Like, what? Oh, goodness. Sparkly ducks would have been super cute. Um, and I probably should have picked that yarn over this yarn because this yarn would have been great for Winnie the Pooh's. That yarn, not so much. Yes, I'm not trying to fall, thank goodness. Booked on Hugs has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. You got this. I don't need more ducks right now. I have 10 of them. I spent a whole day crocheting ducks. Hey, DJ. Alyssa says it's about stuffing animals and certain people who may be on the chat with dirty minds. Haha. Oh, so like earlier's comment. That's funny. That's great. You're dying. Did you go listen to it, Angel? I do have the rest of 2026 to prep for, but I need to prep more than like the variety that I have as well. Of course, hooked on hugs. Morgan says I saved a dragon, hippo, donkey, and a raccoon. Ooh, I wanted to make a raccoon for this weekend. I've been so indecisive, and I think it's just the stress of everything, like about what I want to make that I've made nothing. I've had really bad choice paralysis this week. I saw that, Molly. I'm I hope that your event goes freaking amazing. I also hope that Angel's able to stop out and come see you. Angel says Snuggle Beans is coming out with a raccoon. Ooh. Go DJ. Go DJ. I can't say that last part. I used to date a DJ. Not great. Not a great experience. You should make a raccoon for your brother Morgan. He wants a pet raccoon. I had a pet raccoon once. His name was Bandit. He was the best. You've played Sims a lot? I played I have played more Sims in the last week than I have in a long time, but nothing in like the last couple days, really. I've been so exhausted. Like when you guys are all getting in the lounge in the Discord, I've been sleeping. I've been napping. I know not all DJs are bad, but I've gotten to know quite a few DJs. Now, like if DJ is short for like 2 names, that's fine. Those DJs are fine. But, like, musical musician DJs, they're usually kinda tool bags. Lisa has decision paralysis all the time, so when I wanna work on something, I do, hence the dragons, right? Not all DJs are bad, my real name is Donald. Okay, so it's short for something. I'll give you that. Oh, that makes sense. See, if I named my kid Donald, his nickname would be Donnie, like Wild Thornberry's Donnie. Angel says, "My hubby Jace is DJ. He's changing his name. You used to have a bunny named Archer. Cute." We met another Archer in the doctor's office the other day at Archer's pediatrician appointment, also 8 years old and living in the area. And they recently met another 8-year-old Archer in another area recently. So it's just very funny. Of course, all of the people that I've met who have named their kids Archer, they were all inspired by that TV show called Archer, one on Adult Swim. And I just kind of have to shake my head. No. Archer was named that because we are a hunting family and his dad absolutely loves archery. DJ says, "I'm a junior DJ for short." Morgan says, "I have 2 bunnies, 12 cats, inside and outside, and now a puppy, and a partridge in a pear tree." Lisa says her dad's nickname is JD. Angel says Jace's real name is Donald Jason. Kylie says, "I need to do a lot of stash busting and get rid of all my whips, and I need to get all of my orders done. Send help. What should I do first?" Grab a whip and finish it. If you can get the whips done and out of there, it will clear space, therefore clear your mind. Angel says, "DJ really, so is my husband's name, but he is going by Jace." DJ says, "You saw my real last name when I messaged about the cat, lol. Puckett is very close to my real last name." I don't remember what it was. I remember you messaging me, but I don't remember what it was now. We had a nice discussion about cat. Hooked on Hug says, "Bye, I have to go. I hope you have a great rest of your night." Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Come hang out again. JJ says, "I'm back." Welcome back. Oh, that makes sense. Listen, I'm having some issues lately. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. My memory is terrible. Morgan may have to leave soon. It's late and you're tired. That's okay. You do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna judge you for leaving. BJ says I'm judging. Not you though, Morgan. Me. Listen, I would judge me too. Angel's brother-in-law has a close friend with the same last name as you. JJ went to a beta convention today, like beta fish, kind of beta. And it was so much fun. I'm so glad you had fun. Like the thing for school beta. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking like alpha, beta, omega, or beta fish. We traded pins like the ones you wear, and I got Hogwarts pin that's beta themed. Aw. It's basically a convention for nerds. Listen, that's cool though. Do your nerdy thing. Two, three, four, five. Not alpha, beta, omega. Got me thinking about your book. Right, Lisa. That's where my mind's at. Like, that's mostly why I know those phrases. We're not talking about a sorority here. JJ says there were like 50 different schools there. Cool. Right, Lisa? I'm hungry. Welcome back, DJ. Angel says it's for 4th to 12th graders. JJ says, and also it's really like you could do a bunch of different stuff. And there's singing, creative writing, a bunch of different stuff. I did crocheting. That's so fun. I'll have to look into what exactly this is. My brain is not super quick right now. We're going to blame my lack of vitamin D. Hello, Jen. Welcome in. I have not gotten a migraine for a very long time, thankfully, but I know that Angel deals with them a lot. Yeah, and Alyssa says so many markets 10 hours away in the next month that are cheap spots, but too much for gas and hotel. Boo. Why not? All right, all of my eyeballs are in my rubber duck. None of my rubber ducks get to be baby safe, I guess, because I forgot. Whoops. Angel suffers migraines, been diagnosed with chronic migraines and on disability. Need to make 10 more to make some baby safe ones. I don't want to. And like my next couple events too, I don't know if rubber duckies are gonna be like the hit. That being said, Brito, if you're still on and watching, March 7th coming up, so not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we're hoping that they figure it out and let me in, like let me back into this event. But it's the one that you came to last year. If you happen to be free. Or, Kathy. Yes. I figured you were still here somewhere. Yeah, they put me on a freaking wait list. And I have tried calling and like she has not called me back. You lost your job from that 2 years ago, missed 17 days straight of work, had it for 3 months, no break. No. Lisa, you just live so far away. Well, come on out. The weekend after that, I'll be in Sharon for the St. Patty's Day festival. Yeah, I know. I know, Brito. Act like, did I do something wrong? 'Cause I don't think I did anything wrong here. You will not lie. That's fair. Well, something that I was looking into earlier is I had Google searched essentially the largest cons in the country. And it just depends. My memory is so bad. They said, "Do you live in Michigan?" It's not one of the eyes. Yay, okay. I don't know right now. I don't remember if it's in Michigan, but I'm trying to think of like what states are near Michigan because like that was one of the things that I was looking at is I would be very interested in maybe doing some traveling for events Because realistically, at the end of the day, they would be considered a tax write-off. Um, but it's also fun. Like, right. Let's see. What did I find? I screenshotted on my phone. So, but largest cons in the US. What showed up? The New York Comic Con brings in 200,000 people. Lisa says there's a bunch of events around Detroit, like Holland, South Haven, Traverse City. There's one in San Diego, one in Orlando, the Dragon Con in Atlanta, the LA Comic Con, Anime Expo in LA. There's a Gen Con in Indianapolis. Where's right? Where is Indianapolis? That one. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So in Indianapolis, Indiana, then it's called Gen Con. And it says the largest tabletop game convention in North America with attendance regularly exceeding 70,000, focused on board games, RPGs, and card games. Plus possibility. Then there's one in Seattle, Washington. And then this one doesn't say where it is. It's the Star Wars convention. Pokemon would be a hit at that one, right? Yeah. And then this also says that Dragon Con is considered one of the largest independent cons in the US, distinct from those run by big for profit organizations. Um, right? But other than that, there were a couple other that popped up on my phone. But they're screenshot into my phone, which I can't really access right now. So those were a few. Apparently, I'm still stuffing this rubber duck. I could have swore I'd finished one already. Yeah, I was definitely looking into the New York one. But that's not super far. And 200,000 people. Yes, please. Like Haley and I are doing one near her in the fall. Not a con, but an event. Lisa says, I know there are quite a bit of festivals around here. Girl, you got to get into some of them. Have somewhere where all that inventory can go. It's hard. Fair. Are they very like picky on who gets in? Mm-hmm. I'm seeing notifications pop up on my phone, but I'm not seeing anything pop up on the computer. You're still waiting to hear about the Maple Syrup Fest? Isn't that, like, right around the corner? The art festivals are juried too. Weird. 2 months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they need to get on it. It might be worth giving them a call. Like, "Hey, I'm checking in." Oh, I wonder if Archer fell asleep. Supposed to find out Sunday what they say. Well, fingers crossed. If you don't find out on Sunday, give them a call. I need to remember to call the Harrisburg event again tomorrow. Cause I need that lady to talk to me. One stuffed rubber ducky. I am getting tired. I will be ready for bed. Ah! Yes, I would love to do that, Brito. And I think I'm gonna leave Grandma at home this time. I love Grandma, but I don't want to squish her again with my tent. And it's still pretty cold outside. I don't want to freeze her. Mandy says, wish ours are juried, sick of going and there being 5 or 6 others and making no money. Yeah. Mandy, you're doing an event this weekend, aren't you? Angel's local vendor event coordinator balances out the vendors, which is what they're supposed to do. If you only have 40 vendors, you definitely should not have 4 or more crocheters or of any type of crochet, like any type of vendors. You find out in a month? Dude, they're only going to give you a month to prep. That's stupid. I'm sorry. That's annoying. It was this past weekend. There were 6 of us and 2 right next to me. That's so dumb, Mandy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's stupid. Well, just bust your ass, working on inventory until better weather comes along and then better events will happen. The larger the event, the better you will do, generally. Meanwhile, you're already approved for Apple Lumpkin, which is in October. Exactly. Alyssa, I'm the only one in your town that crochets everything. One other lady does, but it's just hand towels for oven doors, but no one makes plushies at all. Listen, that's great for you, Alyssa. That is great. There are so many people around here that crochet as well. And too many of them do not price their stuff right. You stopped sewing body pieces on. Well, what are you doing now? Are you making rubber ducks? Catching yourself not working? It's because we're having so much fun. Duh. Ooh, Mandy, that would be fun. You guys should do that. Angel says Jason and I went to this fall fest last year at the campground right down the street from us. There were only 2 crochet stuff, but very, very few in the booth. They had other things that were non-crochet. Listen, that would be really good for you. Right? That's what I'm thinking, Angel. Makes it really easy to decide who gets to be the crocheter at an event if you guys are hosting it. If you were in Ohio come October, you should come to Apple Lumpkin. When is it? Because in Ohio, I have Apple Fest the first full weekend in October. And then 2 weeks later, I'm flying down to do an event with Haley. Ooh, that sounds like the second weekend. I don't think I'm doing anything. Maybe, maybe. Angel says, I got the bass fish pattern. She had a bundle that comes with a large fish, keychain, earrings, and printable for same price as the keychain alone. What? That sounds crazy. Like maybe 1 or 2 hours from the state line. Yeah, on your side of the state, not on mine. I gotta drive an hour to the PA Ohio state line and then the what, 6 hours across the state? That wouldn't be too bad though. We'll make a road trip out of it. I'll empty the van and I'll swing by and grab Molly and Angel in Ohio. Trying to think, is there anybody else? No. And the 3 of us can come hang out with you. Technically, you'll be closer. That's true. Right? Another rubber ducky. I don't know why this one's eyes seem crooked. It looks angry. Oh, I get it, Lisa. Especially when they're young. Like, it's so much harder to leave to find anybody who can keep an eye on them. Ooh, do it, Alyssa. Make sure that that's the only yarn you take. That way, it's the only thing you can work on. Angel says that Jason and her will be coming out. Yay! Angel, you guys should go down to Pittsburgh this coming weekend and go to the Oddities Expo. I don't know why, but something tells me that that's something you guys would enjoy. Maybe. Hell yeah, it's a lot of walking though. The festival is huge. That's fine. Oh, Mandy, I feel that. Speaking of puppies, how's your puppy doing? She fitting in well? It's in Tecumseh, Michigan. You'll just have to remind us when we get closer to it. Yes, you love her. Oh, I'm so glad. Tecumseh. What? Angel says, I wish I could. I'd love to see it though, but I have a big ass nail stuck in my tire and we're trying to hold off before getting new ones. That's fair. Well, I do plan on going live while I'm there. So the plan is to show you a little bit of what's going on around me because I'm very intrigued. Tecumseh? Tecumseh? I, I don't know. I'm not great at this. You remember that game? What is it? Mad Gab? Uh, I was not good at it. Okay. Tecumseh? 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 I don't know. Either way, yeah, I want to show you guys what this event is about because this is it's kind of spooky looking. Like realistically, I think out of all of our people, I think Lisa might be the one that fits in the most at an event like this. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that you would probably be the one who's most interested in the dark and kind of gothy, like very gothy actually. I was gonna say kind of scary. Like it's not just horror stuff, like it's taxidermy of two-headed cows and hand painted skulls and jars of organs. Like it's that type of stuff. Like, and I don't know, Lisa. You might be the jars of organs type. Maybe. Maybe. Let me see if I can find a link for it. World Oddity Expo. Pittsburgh. You're dead. I'm gonna share the link to it in the Discord. Let's see. Venue details? No. If you're going to that, you'd be wearing your Doc Martens, high platform boots, boyfriend jeans, black shirt, and dark lipstick, right? That's that's definitely the vibe. The virtual tour, that might be that probably work. No, that doesn't work. I guess you're technically like an earthy goth. Okay. Okay. Trying to figure out, let's find the Facebook page. How about that? Copy. I'm gonna post this in every day in the Discord. So it's a Facebook link, witchy but not a witch. Right, right. Like when you look at the pictures, there's very like goth jewelry, stuff like that. Angel, I'll need to show you my Doc Marten boots. I'm 5 foot, and when I put it on, I'm 5'4". That's amazing, honestly. Um, there's cool like apothecary style candles. There is a taxidermied raccoon wearing a Victorian dress and bonnet. People like to dress up in cosplay, but like as out there as you can get. There's definitely clowns doing different your sisters are the same as you, genetics maybe. Yeah, clowns are a thing. Oh, I gotta charge my phone. There's a lot of like entomology mounts, so like bugs and jars. This guy appears to be using an axe on his face while playing some whistle. A group of belly dancers. I agree. I don't like clowns either. There's definitely contortionists, unless it's a rodeo clown. What's the difference between a rodeo clown and a regular clown? Okay. Alyssa is deathly afraid of clowns. Lisa says a rodeo clown is equivalent to a goofy cowboy. Fair. Alyssa had a rodeo clown come near her last year and she had a panic attack. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's fair. Rodeo clowns are definitely tougher than regular clowns. But also on the oddities thing, like creepy dolls, a lot of things made with bones and carcasses. They're just hilarious. But grown people that dress up for kids' enjoyment is weird. I agree with that. They also have like, the stones and crystals and that type of witchy vibe. Okay. See, now I'm seeing a little bit of crochet. So, like, this person has a Frankenstein doll and the witchy frogs and a Baphomet. Ooh. This guy does those tricks where he, like, puts hooks and shit in his face and hangs stuff off of him. Sword swallowers. Right, right. Yeah. Pool soaps, mini statues, creepy teddy bear with pointy, bloody teeth. I don't I'm at a loss. Yeah. Very could cool wood burning art. Knife jugglers. You can get a tattoo. This person has a stuffed possum. I find that objects that are supposed to be for kids, but people make them scary is taboo in my brain. Right? Yes, that's strange. I agree. Alyssa says I have a new video to edit this weekend and it's not crochet related. It's my other love books. I thought, why not add that to your YouTube channel? Do it. You'll bring more people in. Because then what happens is you'll get the book people come to your channel to watch you about books and then they can't crochet, so they'll buy crochet things from you too. Expand your horizon. Archer's coming up the stairs and he's making strange noises. Why do you have a splinter?
Yeah, I just found it.
Look at that, Archer. Look at this.
I, oh, that is creepy.
Right?
I don't like that.
Me either. Hey, that's more crochet. I don't know what it is, but
Can you please try and get this out of my, like, more out of my foot and then I can pull it out?
I don't know.
Because I can go like this, get it trapped in between my fingernails, and pull it.
A book haul. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm on live.
Oh.
Here, let me see your foot.
I'm not sitting.
I can't do it over there right now.
Oh my God.
Hang on a second, guys. I'm back. Hello. My bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Alyssa says hello there, little man. Angel says hello. Yeah, so the feedback was probably because um, when I looked away and looked back, Margie was calling me. I need you to go get your medicine and bring it up here so that you can take it. And then I will be done in like 10 minutes. So you can sit there and wait. Yeah, it was. It was vibrating. That is what you were hearing. Listen, I didn't know what it was either. I was very confused. Hi, Bunny. Can I help you? Can I help you? You need something?
No.
No, kitty. She's trying to come into my lap. She thinks that she needs something. I swear. Can you see her paw right now? That's right. Don't forget to like the live, guys. And subscribe if you haven't already. Come hang out with us on a regular. Bless you. Bro, she just sneezed on me. Good night, Alyssa. You have a good night, too. I'm just gonna keep stuffing ducks. Ow. And apparently remove a splinter from the child's foot. The video that went live today, your draw was out hard at the beginning of it, and I was like, okay then, Miss Hickville. Funny. Your nails are sharp. Yep, here's Bunny, my very needy kitty. I need to trim her nails or something, guys. They're so freaking sharp. I don't know how you managed to get a splinter, dude. I know. She always wants the attention.
Yeah, Bunny does.
What are you eating?
Peanut butter. We smell chicken foot.
That makes sense. You smell like peanut butter.
Yeah. No one needs them.
Why?
Is it a good one too? I'm doing the same thing over and over. I just said the same thing.
Yeah, I heard. Man. So I have these freaking trigger points, like the nerve trigger points, and every once in a while, I'll be sitting here and they'll just start misfiring. No.
Why?
Because these take a specific way to stuff them.
Why?
Because they do.
What?
Don't shove all this back down in there. I need it loose. I need to be able to reach it. But like I'm sitting here and the freaking trigger points are just like zap, zap, zap. Lisa says, well, I got the head sewn on and the eyes shaped a little bit. I gotta head to bed too. Good night. Good night, good night, good night.
That should be all you need.
It's not. I have a lot of rubber ducks over here.
Yeah, but that should be all you need to build that one down.
What?
Put a little bit. Is this much?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this all you're gonna need for the down this?
Probably not. Dude, get your gassy self away from me.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Plenty.
And medicine.
Yeah, medicine.
I thought you could open that bottle.
I've done it.
Can you do it again?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You don't have to keep repeating yourself.
I'm doing it. I just want to be scary.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to stop the bottle.
Angel says, well, Kat, I hope the meds will help you through all of this and you start feeling better soon. Me too, guys. Me too. I need to find a solution to help me remember to take my meds, but also to remember when I did take my meds. Because not only is it a problem to remember to take my medicine when I need to take it, but it's also a problem remembering, did I already take it or not? So, and I've tried the little, Sunday to Saturday med prep boxes. They don't work super great for me. So, I think the next time that I start getting low on meds, I might talk to the pharmacy about getting one of those med pack boxes. So it will put all of your medicine in little packets that are at certain days, like certain times in a day. So I will be able to open it and okay, it says that my morning med packet is gone. Great, I already took that one. Or, oh, it's still in here. That means that I didn't take it yet. So it should be pretty easy to roll it out that way. Especially if I have more medicine, which I do now. So. And then, who knows how long I'll be on the vitamin D. But here not next month, 3 months from now, when we go back, I may very well be on ADHD meds as well. So from there,
you're gonna take ADHD meds?
Well, we're gonna try some things. Yeah.
Oh.
But the point is that I'll have another med, so it'll be even more to try to remember. So getting the med pack boxes might be super helpful for me. But alrighty, guys, it is 11 o'clock. Kind of. It's 1 minute shy of 11 o'clock. It looks like we have reached 24 likes, which is pretty on par with what we've been doing. So maybe I need to get back into the habit of posting a video regularly, and going live regularly, and go back to posting my shorts regularly, so that way we can get back in the algorithm. Apparently, I've fallen out of favor. Or maybe just I haven't been so fun tonight. I don't know. But we're gonna get off of here. We will hang out again. Hopefully, we can hang out a little bit tomorrow in Discord. But I'm taking the mother-in-law to a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. And then the kids come home from school. And then I'll take the boys to my mom's tomorrow night.
Taking me to tomorrow?
That's what I said.
It's tomorrow, Thursday.
Today. Oh, wait, never mind.
The day after your chicken?
Yeah, I meant on Friday. Okay, so tomorrow I should be free all day, guys. Other than crochet group. I'll be at crochet group in the morning-ish afternoon. Don't do that.
Why?
I don't know what the hell I'm saying, guys. So I'm going to do that. And then hopefully tomorrow night we can hang out in Discord. How about that? Want to do that? Hang out in Discord? I'm not asking you, doofus. I'm not. Alright, guys, I will see you next time. I'll see you in the Discord tomorrow. If you want to come hang out in Discord with us, join the Patreon, guys.
See ya.
That's right. See ya.
See you next time.
Bye.